Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap in, because you are with your boy, Matt, the Funny Man, on, what is it, episode 31? I think this is 31. I could be tripping in. I don't know, because I haven't recorded a podcast in a while, because work and stuff, and COVID, and everything else. So, a lot of stuff has happened, and holy yay! It's been wild. Where to begin? Well, I guess in the state I'm currently in news, masks have become mandated to wear when you go to public places. And I know a lot of people probably give the governor shit because it's like, I'm pretty sure, and it wouldn't surprise me either, that like apparently he got busted not wearing a mask while at a restaurant. Someone took a photo of it and it went around, I guess. I personally haven't seen the photo, but when he made the announcement about mandating masks in public, he mentioned it. So when I looked into it, I'm like, oh, that's why. But pretty much, because of the rising cases, and that's another thing I looked up too, is that Nevada, the state, is like number one when it comes to, what's the word or the phrase? Contracting the virus from person to person. You know, like someone that has it is giving it to somebody else. And so pretty much said like, all right, instead of doing a full shutdown again, masks will be mandatory. If you don't wear a mask, you pay a fine. And he said, last thing I want to do is give people arrest records for not wearing a mask. So he's like, okay, we'll find you if you get caught not wearing one. And, if numbers get better, then we'll move on to phase 3. If they continue to decline, then he'll close the state again, which you guys already know how I feel about, if we're fucking number one with person-to-person contact of it spreading, then yeah, fucking close it down. I know anyone that's probably listening is like, oh, you just want to go back on unemployment. Like, well, that's not really the case. It's like, I want to be healthy. Like, I have nieces and I have elderly people in my family, so it's like, I don't want to give it to them. Even though, like, there's been times I thought about, like, what if I have it and I just don't even fucking know? So I'm fairly young, 30. My immune system's pretty good. I only get sick like once a year. I'm, fairly healthy. So, fuck it. I could fucking have it and no one would even fucking know. So, that was like maybe last week? Or Friday? It was like last Friday, I believe, when that happened. And I'm recording this as of Thursday, the 2nd of July. But man, like it's getting down to the point where I can't even get on Facebook anymore because it's either white people pulling guns out on people, police beating the fuck out of people, or it's just like I'm rarely seeing shit about protests anymore. I mean, it's occasional, but everything else is like, this person's done this person's pulled a gun out, and it's just like, oh my god. It's like Facebook has got so fucking political. Like, I just want the memes. I've had to migrate to Twitter for the most part. Like, I've barely gotten on Facebook anymore. I mean, I'll occasionally go on for, like, work memes and shit, but, like, it's... My thing is that, like, I know, like, all these people that are, like, pulling guns out on people, like that fucking lady in Detroit, fucking psychopath. Fucking... what's going to happen. I know some of these other videos have, like... I know Facebook's algorithm is based on, like, who you're friends with and stuff, but I know some of this viral shit they've seen. Like, you see these people doing, like, outlandish, if that's even a word, racist shit to people. And you're getting fired. You're losing your job. Your life gets ruined. Like, is it really fucking worth it? Is it really worth it? Because I saw the video and I tried to look for different versions of said video. All of them the same. And it's like, as it went, pulling the gun out really wasn't necessary. Like, say like if I'm getting a confrontation with a guy, all right? He's like, hey man, you bumped into me, you didn't say excuse me. And I'm like, well, you fucking bumped into me, Like, and to the point where I'm like, man, whatever, I get in my car, whatever. He bangs on my window, I'm just like, man, whatever, I'm just gonna drive off, But if it gets down to the point to where if he like breaks my fucking window, or like, if it just gets to that point, then I can understand. I'm like, okay, this guy might try to kill me, that type of shit. But it's like, if you're just having a disagreement with someone, don't fucking pull a gun out like a dummy. You sound dumb. You look dumb. But I have been truly loving the memes of those two lawyers that pulled their guns out on those protesters. It's just, the memes are so good. It's like Karen and Ken. Man, Karens have been on the fucking rise too. Like I remember back in the day, Karen was just the lady in her late mid-40s with the hair kind of covering her like left or right eye. Like, I would have speak to your manager, like, God, man, Karens are popping out of fucking nowhere. Like, where are these Karens hiding? Like, where have they been hiding at? They just appear out of nowhere. I've actually been dealing with more Karens at work, unfortunately. And it's annoying. I'm waiting for a Karen outside of work, though, just so I can be like, Karen, I don't want to deal with you. Go find a manager to ask for. Don't come over here and bother me. But man, it's just it's really getting out of hand. And I feel like it's the most simplest fucking thing. Don't be fucking racist. Or like, if you're a white person and you cannot just stand anyone darker than you, keep that shit in the house. You don't fucking have to parade around. Fuck everyone who don't look like me. Like, no, that's not necessary. You're being a dick. There's trolling and you're just being a flat out fucking dick. Like, it's just... And then you're making me look bad. I'm a bald white guy in his, like, 30s. I'm already kind of semi-linked to that demographic. When people don't know me, just look at me. Like, come on. Like, you're making us good white guys look bad. And then the fact that I'm in an interracial relationship on top of that, people are going to be looking at me, like, people are going to be looking at my wife like, why is she with him? It's like, no. I dealt with that back in 2008. I don't want to deal with this in 2020. It's just it's sickening. It's stupid, and believe me, you can't just say, "Oh, I want it all to just end," because if it just ends, then nothing changes, and we really need change, and we need more than just fucking. I'm pretty sure a ton of people can agree with me on this. Is that we need more than just changing a fucking street name in DC, you know what I mean? Especially because of the fact that DC's mayor's already corrupted as fuck. Changing a street name, sure, that's great, fantastic, but like you're still funding the police, and from last I checked, DC has a pretty high up there when it comes to like police being dickheads, especially DC and Maryland. Virginia, I'm not so sure because I've never really stayed there that much or went there that many times, so I can't really say for sure. But cops in D.C. and Maryland, absolutely, they're total fucking dickheads. At least from when I was growing up. I don't know how they are now, but I'm pretty sure they're still the same way. I think New York's been the fucking... Man, that fucking governor needs to run, dude. Man, I think that's what we need. We need like a fucking full-blooded New Yorker, like fuck yeah, we need one of those New Yorkers to fucking run. He'll be like, kick your fucking ass, huh? You get the fuck out of the White House. I'm gonna change America, all right? It's just, I would love to see a true-blooded New Yorker in a fucking debate. That'd be fantastic. He's like, oh, you're gonna fucking vote for this guy? He's a kook. He's a whack job. Fuck out of here. I don't know why he has to be like someone from The Sopranos. Oh, shit. Yeah, just Flat out, all right, people in New York could complain about the police. All right, take your money. Which I can see because I think a lot of people have posted about that, saying like, hey, you know, if a cop is using excessive force and, you know, all that type of shit, you know, take away his pension, take away, like, you know, his, like, retirement and shit. And then other people will be like, oh, fuck, man, I need my retirement. I mean, which I think can be true. I mean, some other people will just be like, well, fuck them, I can just do what I want and then quit and go somewhere else type of shit. But last thing you want to mess with is someone's money. So I'm pretty sure something like that would probably work. You know, like, oh, fuck, he took that guy's all of his money. Let me not act up because then all my money's going to be fucking gone. I mean, who knows? I think it just depends on, like, each individual. From my perspective, it can work. But like I said, some other person's like, you took away my pension? I'm killing everybody! You know, because people are fucking psychotic now and they don't care. It just more needs to be done. Either give these fucking people more training or more, you know, psychological training or some shit like that, or just fucking don't hire them. Because it, like I said, it's getting fucking out of hand and it's fucking sad. And it's just like, from how things are now, like, people are like, oh, we're seeing it more and more. And it's like, no, we're not seeing more and more. We're just now seeing what we've probably not been seeing for fucking, like, what, since, like, the 40s? Fucking 50s and shit? They didn't have camera phones and shit back then. And it's like, no, we're not seeing more of it. We're seeing, like, what we weren't seeing if we didn't have smartphones and shit now and social media. And people don't see that. They don't think about that. But hopefully things do change. I mean, something like, this happened, like, you know, the whole Trayvon Martin thing, you know, that story hit, and that, you know, I just hope it doesn't fade away into a fucking memory. That's what I'm more worried about. Like, people are going to talk about this because 2020's... Like, I'm already done with 2020. I want to wake up tomorrow and it be 2021. Like, I'm so worried that it's going to be, like January 32nd. 2020. Or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You know? But I just hope things change. And... God, it's like not even like just like race related shit. We have like fucking sexual harassment stuff's coming out of fucking woodwork. We got Twitch streamers under sexual allegations and shit like that, and it's like, good Christ, like, see, excuse me, this is why if I was super famous, I think that's another reason why I'm not super famous, is because I don't have any baggage with me. I stay in the house all fucking day. My wife is like my first real relationship I've had in the last 30 years I've been on this earth. And, you know, I don't fuck anyone on the side. Like, dude, I fucking sit at home, I play video games, and watch anime all day. Like, that's... I think that's why it's because I'm not famous, because there's no controversy with me. And I watch my mouth. And just, I don't remember how many, but it had to be at least like maybe like what, 6 or 7 Twitch streamers that I know of. Then of course fucking there's a lot of YouTubers with that are, like, are pedophiles and shit like that. And of course YouTube's like, oh, you can't talk about that because fucking YouTube is PG now and shit. But it's the social media, like, at least when it comes down to like content creation, it's changed so much in like the last 10 years from like back in 2010 from when I started to 2020 now. It's so many people that I used to like like watching interest. I'm like, oh man, I love this YouTuber. This person's awesome. This person's funny. And it's just like now it's like, what the fuck? A child predator? What the fuck? Like it's just, it's so fucking wild. And it's thinking like if I do like if I were to actually just say fuck this shit and just do it full time, like is that gonna be me? I don't know. It's just like I've wanted to do a rant about it, but I'm like it's gonna be like 47 minutes just me going I'm so confused. And like even now, like I'm confused as shit. I don't know what to like say. I don't know if the mic is picking that up. There's been random fireworks shooting off, and supposedly it's cops doing it. At least in Vegas. I don't know about the other places. I've been hearing fireworks every fucking night around the same fucking time. It's always between like fucking like 10:15 and like 11. It's so weird. And who knows? My voice is all cracked. Who knows? But when it comes down to work, nothing else really. Yo, Simon, really though, bro? Yeah, guys, my cat's being a fucking dickhead. Well, so that's the first edit I've ever had to do. Like, I love my cat to death, but Jesus Christ, he had like my porch blinds like all fucking open. Like, I don't want people just staring at me while I'm just going on the mic and shit. And I notice he always does this type of shit all the time. Whenever if I'm like recording a rant, he'll like rub his ass and face all over the tripod, shaking it and shit. And it's like I have to pick him up, hold him, and for like 2-3 minutes, and then put him down, and he'll leave me alone. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. Come on. Ah, good water. So what was that? What was I talking about? Oh, work. Nothing really. I think I've talked about everything being 50% off, and business has been slow, quote unquote. I mean, not slow for me, but slow for like, we're not making enough money, but we're still busy because of lack of cashiers that I have. And a fun fact about, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. I'm not going to drop any names though. But, I was talking to a coworker because, I think like that Friday, I forgot what fucking day it was. It was like a Friday that what was it? Hold on, let me pull out my calendar. If I want to be accurate when I tell these stories. So, it was about a week ago, so June 26th. That's the day, excuse me, that's the day that, the governor said to, you know, make the mask mandated and stuff. And I don't know if I've told you guys before about how my boss feels about the masks. Fuck, I don't remember if I told you guys. God damn, I can't remember shit. I need to start like reviewing like the previous podcast or like the 1 or 2 podcasts before that, because they're so fucking like, even though like some of these are like a week apart, I can't fucking remember what I talked about. Because I'm like, all right, I talked about it. Put that in the recycling bin. But I think I did talk about it. Like, my boss was just like, if the company didn't make us wear these masks, I totally wouldn't wear one and shit like that. So I was talking to a coworker of mine and was like, hey, hold on, I gotta find it. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, if you haven't seen the videos and stuff of like other businesses turning people away about like not wearing masks and shit, and these businesses are smart because they know, number one, they want to protect their employees because like like the numbers have shown, if 2 people have on a mask, and numbers don't lie, mind you, they don't, that if 2 people have a mask, one person has it, one person doesn't. If they happen to talk to each other, it super dramatically lowers the chance of the person that doesn't have COVID to not get it. Which is why they mandated it. Because the governor's like, okay, if you guys are going to keep fucking making out with each other, instead of shutting it down, you guys wear masks. Okay, cool. So these businesses not only want to, a lot of these businesses, they care for their employees. Versus my job, they could give 2 shits about an employee. They could really not. Believe me, there's been plenty of times where there's like, oh, well, fuck it, we'll just hire someone else if you feel that way. Well, fuck you, have a good one, buddy. I like to think that the upper heads in corporate are the like Terrence and Phillip. Then fuck you, buddy. You don't feel comfortable because we're not enforcing the mask? Well, fuck you, guy. You're fired. We'll get someone else. That's how they feel. They're like, oh, well, if you feel that way, bye. We'll easily just replace you because, hey, people need a job. Especially because, a lot of people are unemployed. So my job's like, cool. Fuck you. Some desperate fuck's going to want your position. So bye-bye, So here's how the conversation goes with one of my coworkers. I was like, "Hey, is the store enforcing the mask?" And they said, "Oh, kind of. People have been walking out, and I've asked the boss, do I turn them away, or do I say they can't come in?" And coworker says that my boss has told them we can't really say anything. We're not government officials. Bruh. We're not government officials. Like, that shit blew my fucking mind. I think I lost, like, half of my brain cells when I heard that. I was like, what? We're not government officials. I know we're not government officials. We're a privately owned business. Even though the governor stated he encourages businesses to turn people away if they're not wearing masks. Governor basically said, hey, if you guys want to do that, you can. I was like, what the fuck? Not officials. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And to be honest too, is that when we came back to work, we didn't sign any waivers. We didn't do any paperwork. So it's like, if we're not enforcing masks, obviously the governor said you don't have to, but he encourages that you do. But it's like, if a fucking employee gets sick or catches COVID or some shit, for any reason, either a customer having to touch their hand or some shit like that, or we had a piece of shit asshole customer who just chose to spit at them and shit, my job is fucking liable for that. Like, do they want to get sued? I mean, I don't know the proper procedures for it, but dude, that could be a lawsuit. But they said we're not government officials, so we can't force people. Now, I just think, and of course followed up with, my boss wants to avoid fights breaking out because of it. And I'm like, well, it's either one of two things are going to happen. Either one, we enforce it, they cuss us out and leave, or possibly fight us. But of course, these are isolated incidents across the country, and of course half of these people are fucking anti-mask or mask people, and a good portion of that group is probably getting fucking paid to have these outbursts. Like, hey, here's $800. Go act like a fool in front of this grocery store. Okay, see, I'm on camera and I'm an American, and they're like, all right, here's your payday. I can guarantee. Why aren't there no conspiracies with that? There's no conspiracy for anti-mask people. It's conspiracy theories, everything else involving COVID, except the anti-mask people. Because some of the shit that I'm hearing, I'm like, there's no fucking... Like, some of these people are like my age. Some of these people are fucking millennials. And I'm very disappointed in my generation that some of these people... Like, the boomers I can understand, but there's people my age doing this shit. And I'm like, what science do you say... Like, what? Like, what are you even saying? Which is, like I said before, is this another reason why I don't want kids? It's because last thing I want is these dumbass people in my generation to have kids, and then they're teaching my kids. Nah. Believe me, if I did have kids, I'd be super tempted to just look up YouTube school tutorials and just have them learn off the internet instead of sending them to school. Oh, shit. But it's just it. But yeah, either they're gonna try to fight with us, or if another customer that's like, super serious about this, they call them out on it, say, hey, how come you're not wearing a mask? Aren't you guys supposed to be enforcing this? Then we're like, oh, well, we're not going to. That's bullshit. You guys need to enforce this, and you, sir, ma'am, you need to put on a mask. Fuck you, I don't need no mask. Like, either way, like, it's non-avoidable. Like, either way, people are gonna fucking fight. So the fact that my boss was like, oh, we don't want to cause any fight. Like, you're causing a fight by letting them into the store to begin with. You know? It's just stupid. We should totally be enforcing it. I mean, so far, everyone that's came into my app, been coming to the store, they've had a mask on, except for this one couple, or it was like a mom, a dad, and a teenage son. The dad had a mask on, but the mom and son didn't have one. I'm like, hey, you're kind of defeating the purpose there. But whatever. I didn't. And to be honest, one of my other bosses was there, and I should have asked that person if we're enforcing it, just to kind of get like a second opinion about it. But who knows? Every boss and manager is different. They all run the store different. You know what I mean? But what can you do? But I think that's about it, because hours have been cut at work, so I haven't really been at work that much. I've been mostly focusing on Twitch, and by the way, if you haven't, MTFM Gaming, all my previous live streams are open on there. It'll be towards the end, or it'll be down in the description. But for those of you that don't like video games, hey, you guys are already here. But besides, people going crazy, beating the shit out of each other, pulling guns out on each other, it's just, this whole fucking world is burning. I'm not getting involved. This is why I just go to work and I just stay in the house. I don't feel like dealing with it. I just go online, watch anime compilations, and then go to sleep. Oh, fuck. But let's take a lighter note, a different turn. Tried edibles day before yesterday for the first time. Oh, that felt good. Oh, shout out to you ASMR lovers. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, I felt really cramped. But tried edibles. That was pretty fun. I had a pleasant experience. I was pretty goofy. My wife, on the other hand, did not enjoy herself at all. She was concerned, but didn't know what she was concerned about. So, and what was I doing? They're like, I was goofy. It's like my ADHD went up to level 100. I kept grabbing my balls for no fucking reason. Am I horny? Do I want to do it? She kept checking her phone with nothing on her phone. Like a lot of times her phone would just be completely blank, and I'm like, honey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. And just puts her phone down. I was staring at Google, the little search thing on my phone at Google. I was staring at that for like 10, 15 minutes. Oh, man. But other than that, she went to sleep, woke up, felt fantastic. I think I was maybe kind of coming in and out of it. Because every now and then I would catch myself going, pfft. And then I'm like, wait, what the fuck am I laughing at? Like 1 minute I'm just like staring off into space. Next minute I'm like, man, this shit hasn't kicked in yet. Ooh, that should be another thing I should try. I should take an edible like before the podcast. Like take one, wait an hour, then just record. Just to see what the fuck I talk about. That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting episode. I should totally do that. I'll save it. I still got like what, like 8 more. I'll probably save one for a podcast. It's a matter of fact 420 edition. Oh, it sucks that April's not anywhere around the corner. Oh man, I should take like April 20th off and then just like get high as fuck and then just record a podcast and just see. Then after like I'm calmed down, like re-listen to it. And then I'll be like, what the fuck was I talking about? Fucking, I'm uploaded. Yeah, it didn't have any of the other side effects, like having munchies or like questioning, like am I really here? Like, I didn't have like, I could feel my heartbeat. Like, I didn't have any like Friday or smoky moments or anything. I just fucking like, we sat there, just watched King of the Hill for like 3-4 hours and just hung out, whatever. Cuddled. Well, for me, it was enjoyable. For her, like, the first, like, maybe hour wasn't too fun, but then the remainder of it, she kind of mellowed out, and she was good. But, hello, motorcycle. I love this new setup I have, but god damn it, because everything you can literally hear almost. I'm surprised the mic didn't even pick it up. It may have. Maybe it's because, like, we're at the bottom. Maybe if we were, like, on the second level, I wouldn't hear as much. I don't know. It's almost like whenever I record a podcast, like the kids upstairs want to run around and yell and scream at the top of their lungs, and then people on motorcycles want to keep like revving up their bikes, and I'm like, like no matter what time I even record, I'll always fucking hear that shit, and I'm like, why? It's like I hear that Simon's opening up the fucking window. Because like imagine like you're walking past the porch, lights are on, and you can just see someone sitting in a big like really comfy chair. Just yelling to a mic, staring at a computer. Like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And then, like, you just keep staring, and then that person looks at you. You're like, oh, shit, sorry. Like, oh, I guess he was doing a podcast or whatever. Or doing a Zoom meeting or something. Oh, God, it's 10:47 p.m. Why am I yawning? Like I'm fucking 10. Oh, I gotta go night-night. Oh. What the fuck? So, some of my coworkers I haven't seen in a while either. They're still furloughed from last I heard. And it's like corporate doesn't know what to do about it because it's like they don't want to fire like all the full-time people too. Because, you know, that's another reason why I feel super bad, because a lot of these people have like my job and they need, you know, that store for the insurance and shit, and it's just like, ugh. This is why we need to be union. Hashtag just saying. I mean, but of course, then again, it depends. Some unions don't do absolute dog shit, and then they take the union dues out of your fucking check. Like my last job when I worked at fucking Giant, my union didn't do shit. They kept every single person there that didn't do their fucking job. Because they're like, oh no, you can't fire him. But I'm like, he doesn't fucking do anything. I can vouch for that. That person does not fucking do anything. They just sit around all day, get high, and take tips. But I don't know. Unions in Vegas, they're not like as corrupt, Or that I know of. I don't want to say that then. So it's like, oh, well, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. But. Oh my god, why? Maybe I should just stop doing I mean, I don't know. I don't recall doing morning podcasts and fucking yawning, but like, I don't know. Doing them at night, they're more enjoyable because I'm relaxing. It's the end of the day. I'm going to do this, edit it, then go to bed, you know. It's like, this is the last thing I do before the end of the day. And if you're wondering what I'm going to be doing after this, I'm probably going to be watching some anime. Full-blown weeb mode. Anime too is more enjoyable at night. I don't know if like any of you weebs out there are like, man, I like, I don't know. Some people just like, you know, like when you watch Disney movies with your parents, you know, you cuddle up in the living room, make some popcorn, you watch Disney movies at night, you know. Like on Saturdays when they would have, damn, does ABC still even do that? I don't know. I haven't had TV in like, what, 6 years? Because I just do strictly streaming services. And of course, now every now and then fucking Cox will be like, hey, you want some TV? And I'm like, no, I'm fine with the internet. Thanks. You know, I got Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, Fun Animation, YouTube. Questionable websites that keep asking me, hey, we want to know your location. Nah, that's okay. Believe me, I'm keeping myself and my my FBI agent that's assigned to me. I'm keeping us both entertained. But hope you guys are ready for some fun stuff, because my boy Pat, because I'm super backed up on stuff. So let's take a look at some stuff that my boy Pat sent me. Oh wow, this is a while ago. Holy shit. Alright. Salt Lake. Oh, why did I say Salt Lake? There's no salt in here. I think it's because I saw lake. Crystal Lake, Illinois man's penis explodes after he attempted to inflate it with helium in a prank gone wrong. Poor 34-year-old man. 34-year-old Crystal Lake, Illinois man suffered serious injuries to his genitals after a prank involving him pumping his genitals full of helium gas and caused his penis to literally explode. Victim has not been named. He was attending the 21st party of his friends, severely intoxicated. Of course, it's always beer. See, this is why I don't drink. This is why. Spare to just fucking take an edible or roll up a joint. Just fucking mellow out, chill, relax. Fucking beer, you're fucking inflating your dick with helium. He saw a canister of helium in the garage that he could use to blow balloons for the party. He said it'd be funny if he inflated his balls, said one of the man's friends. In an intoxicated state, none of the party goers saw the risk with the stunt and encouraged him to follow through with the prank. What was the prank? On himself? Hey guys, watch this prank I can do to myself. In hindsight, it was a terrible idea, but at the time he thought it'd be funny. He didn't really see the harm in it, said another man's friend who attended the party. The man pulled down his pants and underwear, grabbed the hose of the helium canister. He wasn't sure what to do at first, so he shoved the nozzle in the tip. Ooh! Ah! Ugh! We were shocked that he fell through it, but his dick started to inflate, and we fell to the floor laughing. However, the victim wasn't laughing, but the nozzle had somehow dug up into the head, preventing him from moving it. And he tried to shut off the helium valve, but it slipped off the table on the ground and kept getting bigger. Ah! The man, despite attempts to pull the nozzle free, were fruitless. His junk had swollen up like a real balloon, said one witness. And then, just like a real balloon, damn, wait, did that mean like his balls just exploded and sperm and fucking cum and blood just splattered all over the place? Paramedics were called to rest the hospital. Several partygoers had to be treated for shock on the sight of their friend's exploding penis. Wow. Wow. Pat, bro, there's some stuff that you say I need to speak on. But I feel like I didn't even have to read the entire article. Just the words penis and inflate should never be in the same sentence. If you want me to talk about it, here's my advice. Don't inflate your dick with helium. Don't put anything... Nothing's supposed to go in your penis. You know, like if you're watering the plants, do you put anything in the hose? No, water just shoots out of it. That's basically your your dick. Your pee and jizz. That's all it's supposed to come out. Blood if you have issues. Other than that, nothing is supposed... Like, nothing is... There's no science behind putting anything in your dick. Unless it's for medical reasons, like, oh, you have sirloin diabetes in your balls. Here, you got to put this pill in your dick. You know, so shit like that. You know, if it's medically necessary to put something in your dick, then yes. But other than that, there should be nothing required for you to put something in your dick. Now then. Okay, I just want to talk on a side note. I have seen the child that lives above us, and I think I've talked about this before, but I would just like to, because I'm shocked that the mic isn't picking it up. Because this is a good quality mic. Maybe it's because I'm so close to it and I'm talking into it, it's not picking up. But maybe it's because I don't remember. It's been so long since I've been a fat child. But I don't recall having a lot of energy when I was a kid, especially when I was more heavy set. Because, you know, I went from skinny to fat to skinny to somewhat muscular to now husky. So my body has seen a lot of changes. In the time that I was big, I don't remember having enough energy to consistently run around for like 20 to 30 minutes straight. I'm talking like nonstop and not get fucking tired. And I've seen the kid. The kid is fucking huge. Just wondering. I don't know. Maybe it's because nowadays they're putting some fucking testosterone in milk that they're giving to these kids. Hashtag just saying. Oh, God. Do I really even want to fucking... I don't even need to tackle this. I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read the title and just cover it. Bodybuilder proposes to his sex doll girlfriend, and now they're getting married. I mean... You know, if a dude wants to fuck plastic, I mean, I'd rather see a dude marry a plastic fuck toy than see on the news, hey, because I think it was trending around Facebook for months. It was like a brother and sister finally beat a court case and they can marry each other. I've seen that going around for like 3 or 4 months of people just sharing it. Which is even weirder. Family members getting married is way weirder than fucking marrying your doll. I mean, shit like this I've seen on TLC like a billion fucking times. Like, oh, I fuck my couch. TLC presents I fuck my couch on the side. Like full blown, like, yeah, I fucked the chair once and I think the couch no. Like they mentally think that their couch is alive and they fuck it. Alright, man, Pat's got a lot for me. Here's another one for you to speak on. Alright. This woman believes sunbathing your butthole gives you energy. Oh, and this is real. There are Twitter. Wow. And this is Instagram. Oh, and it's an influencer. What? I mean, I'm all about being with the body, being with your soul, like that already just sounds tiring. That sounds like this just looks like an LSD. Like, I would love to post this, but then YouTube will probably get pissed at me. Yeah, you can't show that even though it's censored. But it's pretty much a lady with basically her, like, she's like laying on her back with her hands and feet up, and she's grabbing her feet and pulling her like feet back a little bit. So like her butthole's literally pointing at the sky. Isn't that gonna like, cause like women, your vagina and taint are pretty close to one another. Like you're gonna burn the cooch. That's another thing. What if you stand with it? This totally looks like an LSD trip, to be honest. That takes a lot of energy. Just first of all, you gotta go somewhere isolated where no one's fucking around. So you gotta map, like that shit already sounds tired. Like I'm tired just thinking about it. You're putting more energy to finding some place where you can be alone, so you can put your like feet and ass in the air to absorb the quote unquote energy. Like, aren't you worried someone's gonna come across and be like, "Hey, baby, you," or some fucking sick psychos like, "I want to bang you." That's weird to me. I mean, hey, if your butthole gives you energy, your butthole gives you energy. Did you ever cover this already? Nose hair extensions. I believe I did cover that, Pat. Oh, yeah, here we go. I may have. It was either that, I think I covered that with, like, the eyebrow stuff. That was a long time ago, I believe. Light up butt plugs. That's pretty dope. Girl puts a butt plug in her, and like the other part of it that's sticking out of your ass, like flashes, so it's like a like you got a disco going on in your butt. That's pretty dope. I wouldn't mind seeing a chick with that. Like if I was single and hanging out in the club, or fucking cooch is just, and then I can be corny and say, "Oh, is there a party going on in your pants?" Or your skirt, I should say. Can't really see if you're wearing pants. Hey man, if you want to wear some butt plugs, hey, go for it. I feel like, I love the fact too that like, as I've gotten older, like I think that's just how my mom raised me. Just raised me not to just give a fuck. Like there's so many times where I'm like, I should not give a fuck about this, and it's super hard for me. But there's some stuff like I just don't give a fuck. Like even previous times, like just from being on YouTube and back when I used to do Ask Matt, like some people have just been like, "Oh Matt, what's your thoughts on gay people?" I'm like, "Oh man, two guys want to fucking make out, fucking let them make out, or two women want to fucking tongue bang each other, fucking let them do it. You know, it's not hurting me. You know, if a guy tries to come up and make out with me, I'm gonna kindly decline, saying, "Hey, thanks, appreciate you. You know, makes me feel good about myself because hey, I'm making me feel like I'm hot. You know, thanks." Appreciate the compliment, but don't swing that way, bro. But there's the guy across the bar. He's been eyeing you all night. Let me introduce you to this guy. Hey, guy. And I just turned let's turn to a New York Italian. Hey, guy, this fucking guy's been looking at you, huh? Why don't you fucking go find a hotel room? So that's all for... Man, I need to get Pat on this fucking podcast, man, because he sends me a ton of shit. Pat, whenever you listen to this dude, man, I want to get you on an episode. I need to have guests on this show. That'd be pretty dope. So, as we always do towards the end, when I've rambled on and on for 30, 40 minutes, it's time to take to Twitter. See what's going on in the world of tweet. Let's see. By the way, We've had. I just want to take a moment too. I personally did not know this person, but I know he was a hardcore gamer. Mr. Reckful. He, fortunately, he passed. He was super young. He was like, what, like 31, 32? Super fucking young. Unfortunately, he passed, so of course, all my thoughts and prayers go out to the family, relatives, and stuff like that. You know, go out to him because, like, I remember seeing him on Twitch a few times too, especially like on the front page, like playing WoW and stuff. And, you know, from one gamer to another gamer, I hope you find rest. Because I know that's been going around. And of course, I wanted to say my piece. Because 2020, we lost like a lot of good people, man. So, just want to take a moment for that. Because I know that was trending, and I was like, oh, I gotta say something. I can't just, like, you know, I can't let a god gamer, especially WoW, because I could personally never play WoW. But goddamn it, like I've seen him play WoW before, and I'm like, holy shit, he's fucking clicking everything. Like, holy shit. I've seen professional players play WoW, and I'm like, I could never fucking do that. I will watch it and be fucking entertained, but I myself could never fucking do that. Fucking, you gotta max out your mana, and not, like I can't do it. But is Five Guys better than... Ooh. Here. We're going to have a guest appearance for a quick second. So the tweet is Five Guys better than In-N-Out? I want to get my wife's opinion on this. I don't feel like yelling. She probably muted her phone. Oh well, that's a shame. I'll probably get her input on it later. So that's a good question. Is Five Guys better than In-N-Out? In-N-Out 7. Oh yeah, In-N-Out's cheaper. Five Guys is, I will say Five Guys can be pretty expensive. Because, yeah, like a double and, like, fries and a drink, that's, like, fucking, like, what, $10? But, of course, Five Guys, like, you know, we cook our stuff with peanut oil. I mean, Five Guys, I will say, is delicious. Don't get me wrong. But if there's no McDonald's around and there's a Five Guys and an In-N-Out, obviously, you know me, I like to save money. I'm gonna hit up In-N-Out. Even though I will say if it's just those two against each other, Five Guys' fries do taste better than In-N-Out. In-N-Out, I would strictly just go for their burgers. Like, if I had the choice to custom make my own, like, menu, it would be an In-N-Out burger, a double with onions, with McDonald's French fries, and I don't know, Coke, and cheesy bread from Domino's, because we know Domino's is superior. But oh my god, this fucking yawn. I want to apologize for fucking yawning in you guys' ear. It's gross. Fuck, has nothing else been going on Twitter? I don't think so. Oh, Redskins changing their name. That's been around for like fucking 15 years. Fuck. I don't think anything else is really trending, unfortunately. Xbox. Oh, someone's getting canceled. Wait, who the fuck is this person? Because there's a lot of times I'm seeing like hashtags over party, and a lot of times I'm like, wait, who are some of these fucking people? Which is weird because you would think someone like on YouTube, someone like me on YouTube, all the time, I should fucking know who some of these people are. But then when I see the names, I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Especially with Twitter, everything. Dalen O'Brien, who's this? Oh, Maze Runner and shit. Oh Lord, what did he do? See, I'm discovering shit the same time you guys are. This better not be music. Oh, music. Fucking knows. He probably said some outlandish racist shit. That's what like a lot of like white celebrities are happening to now, is that they're getting fucking. They're either caught with a fucking kid that they shouldn't have been with, who's not related to them, or they said like some off the wall fucking racist shit. But, bleh. Especially when it comes down to celebrities, people are getting canceled every fucking day. And my thing is just don't fucking do it. It pisses me off more too when, hey car, when I'm seeing celebrities get canceled, especially for like childish, fucking around with like younger people. Like, as much as I hate to say it, but fucking Chris D'Elia got caught up in that shit, and fucking goddamn it, I've been a fan since fucking before Man on Fire. I forgot what the previous one was before that one. I think it was Delirious, I think? No. Wow, Matt, that's Eddie Murphy. What the fuck? It was whatever the special was before Man on Fire. I've been a fan since before then. And fucking... Wow. And I'm like, man, like, dude, you got a girlfriend. What are you doing? A lot of these celebrities that are getting caught with kids, I'm like, you have a wife. Like, you have a fucking... girlfriend, like, fucking... Like, you're a fucking celebrity. Like I've told this before about, like, celebrities, like, cheating on the significant other, like, especially, like, rappers and singers. Like, some of these people are, like, fucking buff, nice shape, nice body, fucking, I'm ugly and shit, and it's like... It's like you have all the money in the world. You have fucking an amazing body. You have a beautiful voice. You have a nice face. And nope, I'm fucking cheap on the ugliest person. I'm gonna fuck your kid. Like, you can have anything handed to you on a silver platter, and you're like, nope, I want a fucking 19-year-old. Like, come on. Ah, come on. Like, if you're gonna fuck your fans, at least fucking fact check. Like, make sure they're not, like, fucking 16. Oh, hey, heard you like my show. Oh, yeah, it was fun. Whoa, never mind. I don't know. Especially, like on Instagram and shit. Like, I would never trust anyone on fucking Instagram. Like, that fucking profile picture, that person could have fucking... big tits, a big ass, and the fucking girl be like 12. Like that's another thing, like nowadays, especially guys, we have to be careful about, because like girls are growing fucking faster. Like they fucking have a body of a 34-year-old, but they're like fucking 10. Then on Instagram, you fucking don't know for sure. Like, come on. Like, I don't know. I mean, because, like, From at least from what like I've been seeing, he hasn't posted on his Twitter. He hasn't like uploaded a podcast that I know of, and like he personally hasn't said anything. But of course, that's like every celebrity. Their manager will be like, "Hey, just go dark. Don't go on social media." But if you have like a paparazzi come up to you, deny it, that type of shit. That's usually the typical celebrity PR move. But I think it was like on TMZ, of course, of all people. Was like, "Hey, did you do it?" He was like, "Nah, didn't do it. Those allegations are false." Which, there could be like another situation like Pro Jared. We all know what happened to him. So, but also at the same time, it's good that, some of those people, because I completely understand, like, you're fucking, like, you're like an everyday girl from fucking Arkansas. You had a celebrity touch you. Last thing you want is to be like, yeah, this person touched me, and all their fans just fucking, you just get eaten alive. So I completely understand that, like, they're scared, and of course, 100%, you've had anyone, like, not even a fucking celebrity, anyone that has, like, made sexual advances towards you or anything like that, and you were not fucking comfortable with it, fucking speak up. If you are, you're fucking brave for that shit. 100%. Don't fucking be scared to do that shit. Of course, obviously, there's going to be repercussions. You're going to have those fucking crazy people like, Crystalia didn't do nothing. You're going to have, like, those fucking fans, obviously. But, it's good that they, because just like you've seen in, like, TV shows, like Law and Order, great example. One person speaks out, everyone else is going to be like, well, fucking, you know what? Yeah, me too. 1993, It encourages other people to speak up, and then that's going to make other people want to speak up for, other people. And not from the same person, but, from someone different. But, it's just like one of those things where you're like, oh, come on. Why? Especially, like, after, like, he just talked about shit like Pizzagate and all that type of shit, and, like, Hollywood underground sex rings and shit like that. Like, oh, now all of a sudden, hey, by the way, you touched, or not touched, but, like, you solicited, like, sexual relations with fucking under 18-year-olds and shit. And, as a fan, you're like, oh, come on, please, don't let this be true. Come on. That's kind of me right now. I'm like, please, like, I mean, if it is what it is, hey, sorry that fucking my eyes were closed. I didn't see this coming. I should have seen the signs, because a lot of people, especially, people that, that was friends with Crystalia, is like, they're like, hey, I didn't fucking see any of this coming. Like, never, did this in front of me type of thing. And, and it's like, you don't want to fucking see it, but, if it truly did happen, then you're like, well, fuck, man, hey, get some help. Which I hope Chris does get some help, because it's like, dude, you got a girl, man, like, how do you think, and that's another thing too, is that, like, when celebrities and shit are doing this shit, like, you're not only affecting your significant other, but you're affecting your significant other's family, making them look bad. So it's not only yourself, you're affecting, like, the other people around you, even, like, your friends. That's going to make them, question like, oh, well, I'm going to stop being your fan because you're friends with this ass, and it's just fucking, just a continuous circle. But 2020 has not been the best year, and it's a fucking shame. And there goes the kid crying again. So I think on that note, I'll probably call it. I'm going to go to sleep and get ready for my weekend, because this is my weekend. So it's just all motorcycles and kids crying. I can't. I can't win. But anyway, guys, appreciate you listening and hanging out with your boy. Click any of these things you see around here, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.